Yo! Good morning! Are online tutorials useless? That's the question. We're gonna explore this today. I think that online tutorials miss one important thing, which is the... How do you say that in English? Emphasis that you should teach yourself. I feel like oftentimes tutorials teach you to rely on tutorials rather than to teach yourself. Meaning, go and do something that you want to do. And no tutorial can teach you that. Because that's something that you do. But then again, tutorials are very helpful too. And I have actually used free code camp in the beginning to learn C++. It did introduce the language to me. Now I couldn't write any programs in C++ after that, but I did have a rough idea of what it was. So we're gonna explore that today. But before we do that, we need to make progress in the game. Of course. 100%. And I have thought about unlocking items today. Let me see here. So for example, whenever someone plays the game, they need to somehow unlock items. And one of that is we introduce an enemy and that drops an item 100% of the time. That's per the tutorial, but I noticed that I barely drop any items after that. Items are very rare. I think they are too rare. And so there's multiple ways to unlock items in a game. Like for example, I could make it so that different levels drop items as rewards. That's what Darkest Dungeon is doing. You go on a mission. The mission is to, let's say, I think it was something like uncover 50% of the rooms. And then you do that, and then you get an item for that. And let me see here. Now we could do something like this. I'm not sure though if we should do that. So let me check something here really quickly. Whoops. Oh, hey, I'm leaking. Hey, you can't do that. Seems like the bot is not functioning today. I also didn't update it though. Hello Cakez, hello Farmer, good morning. Alright, let's begin then. Restart again. I want to work on unlocking items today, giving the player something to progress and look forward to. And I have a feeling that whenever someone drops gold in the game and I take that away from them, that feels bad. So maybe I should not make it so that the player loses gold when they drop something. Merry Christmas, yeah, arrive. Merry Christmas, Mr. Farmer. You too.
The money will come to you.
Look, guys.
Commit and push immediately, and then go vegan.
I cut my hair. I am now no longer looking like trash. I actually think I did a really good job. I did it myself. I've got a, what is it, whatever that's called. Haarschneidemaschine in English. What is that called in English? Haarschneidemaschine? Hello Toxic Champion on YouTube. You are my top 5 streamers. New React today, can't wait. Hello there, Code with Uber. Yeah, we're gonna do another React today. Clippers, no? Clippers, you mean any clipping stuff? Also, off stream, I balanced the level a little bit more, the game a bit more. And I did something that I think it was Abev told me to do. We can now enable an option, toggle option, 12, I think it's called. And now we can see how much damage the unit dealt between each round. It is cumulative. So 8,000 damage has been dealt totally, starting from round 1. And now we can compare the damages done. And it's only shown in the pre... Well, we could do like... Maybe we could show it at all times. Maybe we should just show it at all times. What do you guys think? Let me see here. Debug round. Display spawn list. Yeah, for example, display damage dealt for each hero. We could put this... Well, I guess here. Whoops. Also, what is this song? I see, it's Filing Shy. Okay, let's do this. Let's not make it too loud. Let me see here. It goes loud really fast. That looks good. Man, I'm so happy, you know, guys. I finally got to sleep for 10 hours. Oh, man, I'm so relaxed. It's insane. It's crazy how much of an effect sleep has on you. Happy Christmas Day, Mac. Happy Christmas Day to you too, bro. Alright, we have dealt 1,500 damage already. Good morning. Good morning, Kubele. Okay, so when you visually select in VS Code, you press equals. It aligns perfectly. When I visually select something... Whoops. When I visually select something, it aligns it properly, you say. So I press equals. It actually lagged, but it did that, yeah. But it's laggy. So I don't know if I want to use that. I hate laggy options. Alright. Let's begin again. Okay, I got interrupted 10 times. Do you have a drop-down developer console thing on your game? Yeah, I do. Batman, you just saw that, didn't you? Yes, sir, I did. So, guys, since there's a little bit more here, I posed a question at the beginning of the stream. Do you guys think that online tutorials help teach you to make stuff on your own? We're talking about the majority of tutorials, not just one tutorial that maybe does that, but the majority of tutorials, the biggest tutorials. So I want to make a poll on YouTube. Do you think online tutorials help you teach you? You think online tutorials... Well, I need to post the question in a way that is not negative, but not positive. So I feel like help you do things on your own. Yes, no. So I'm gonna put a poll on YouTube. It's a bit long. Do you think online tutorials help you do things on your own? And I'm gonna ask, hey, dude, I wasn't done. I hate this, you know. Do I have it? Did I copy it? Question mark. I can't put a question mark. Okay, do online tutorials. How about that? Do online tutorials help you do things on your own? Yes. No. Cakes. Looking nice today.
Uh-oh.
Let's put another option here. Start poll. There you go. So we have another poll on Twitch. Do online tutorials help you do things on your own? Yes, no, Cake's looking nice today. Thank you. Thank you. Someone else voted too. Nice. I appreciate that, bro. Awesome. 12-hour stream today, Cakes? No, I'm with the family today. I don't know how long I have. My wife will call me and tell me, hey, come over, bitch. You've been home too long enough. She slept at her sister's. No, at her mom's house. Oh, hello on YouTube. Good morning. Some tutorials are good, some are crap. It's like usual, 90-10. 90 to 10. No, but with chatbots helping me a lot. Chatbots? So you mean like something like, what is it called? What is it called, brothers? ChatGPT, you mean that, right? I learned by actually reading the actual documentation, negative but not positive, only a German would speak in circles. I pressed yes, I feel like in general they get, I get my uses out of them. So I think so too, but I probably couldn't write an entire program after following a tutorial, which, well, it depends on how you follow the tutorial and what the tutorial tells you to do. So for example, let's say you do a tutorial. For example, you do a tutorial and the tutorial tells you to do something as part of the tutorial that is not shown in the tutorial. So you have to think for yourself. Udemy has 80-hour courses. It would take 6 months to go through. Oh my god, 80-hour courses? Wait, 80 hours? That's like 10 work days, bro. Unless you can't complete an 8-hour session in 8 hours. I don't like thinking for myself. Yeah, tutorials, I feel like they don't teach that enough. Guys, I feel like the text here. Font. Damage numbers. I feel like it needs to be a little bit smaller. Great. My headphones are not empty. My headphones battery is draining. Shit. Give me that. 60% at the moment on YouTube say no. Especially if it's about minimalistic C game. As long as it's Cakez, tutorials always good and helpful. Well, I don't know if my tutorial is good and helpful. We'll have to see over time. When it reaches new audiences and people engage with it and then give me feedback. Streaming on Christmas? Yeah, but for a short time. I thought about playing Path of Exile today, but we'll see if we get to it. We'll have to see. Most tutorials are not worth it anymore, but I might not stream tomorrow. We'll have to see. Because tomorrow we have to drive to my grandma. And also I would like to relax for a day on Christmas. Like completely relax. Which driving in and of itself is not relaxing, I know that. But you gotta visit your grandma, don't you? Stream from the car? No. Listen, I don't have enough internet to stream from the car. Let's do this though, so you guys can see when I'm coding too. Let me close some of the stuff here. Do I have to close that? No, probably should not close that, right? Alright, let's see. Oh, you guys can see the Christmas tree behind me. That's awesome. Man, I'm starting to look good again. Damn. My old hair was so bad. It really bothered me. I'm so happy I finally cut my hair. Merry Christmas, Lyndon. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Alright, we already unlocked something here, which is the shield orbs. And so the extension to how much damage they deal, I can now test how much shield orbs does. We could, for each hero, depending on the ability, we could say how much damage the ability dealt. But we need to put it somewhere to the bottom left, because I see that this is bleeding into the UI. So I'll probably put it down here somewhere. Sorry, let me change that position to be world size. Minus 40. And then actually we start on 10. There we go. It really depends on the tutorial too, if you consider. So do you think tutorials help you do things on your own? 5 of you think yes, and 4 of you think that I'm looking good today. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Do you guys want to know something? I don't know how that works, but we already have 19 votes on YouTube. And you guys are so fucking lazy on Twitch that we only have 9 votes. How many fucking lurkers do I have? Who of you is lurking and not voting? Type 1 in chat if you're lurking and you're not voting. You're so lazy. It's insane, man. You just have to click one option. YouTube bots? There's no bots on YouTube. It's actually 50-50 right now. Holy. Didn't think that would happen. I was never able to catch you live. Love your YouTube videos, man. Awesome, awesome. That is really cool to hear, bro. You mind telling me which YouTube video brought you here? Or which one did you watch? All of them. Obviously, if you watched all of them, you're the most giga chat of giga chats. My bad. Stream quality is better on YouTube. I'm semi-lurking. One. Do you guys want to know something? I have 70 people on Twitch watching me right now. And not a single person typed 1. Compared to 20 people on YouTube, where we have at least one person typing 1. I feel like you guys on YouTube are a lot more active.
Am I so out of touch?
It's crazy. Yo, morning.
No.
Oh, man,
James
morning.
just subscribed. Big tick support for 2 years. Yo, morning.
Nothing better than streaming and driving. Thank you very much for subscribing, bro. You're right, Mr. Push. You have seen the clips, right, of the people streaming and driving, running over not peasants. Not peasants! I didn't mean to say peasants. Pedestrians, I think it's called, right? Bro, I'm not natively English, okay? Bro, I'm sorry. Nice and Raylip video, brother. Awesome, thank you. That's awesome to hear. YouTube is better than Twitch? I think so too. I think YouTube, to be honest with you guys, streaming on YouTube is probably the future. Even though they don't actively do something. I actually think it's the future. Guys, I have a problem. My phone is dying. YouTube Cakez? No, actually, I think it is. All right, let's see here. So, we have the text. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, we gotta do, let's say 16 or something. What does that look like? I think it looks good enough. So now at the bottom here, we see the damage numbers. So you guys can see them too. Okay, now. That's what I did yesterday off stream to basically start debugging the damage. And you guys told me that I should also debug, or Abev told me I should also debug how much damage each ability does for each hero. That's a little bit more difficult to do. Because I would have to split this out. I don't even know how I would do that. How would I even do this? Every time I deal damage, I would have to log that somehow. On YouTube, you can pause the stream, no FOMO. Yeah, that's true. YouTube is better in that regard. Where's Inukai? I think Inukai is probably with his family, bro. It's Christmas. The fact that even... the fact that there's even so many of you watching is crazy. Because usually... Like, look how Twitch looks right now. There's barely anyone online. I've never had this list to the left be that empty. There's only 5 people online from my follow list. And I follow a lot of people. There's so many... And software and game... software and game development has 600 viewers. And the only person online is Adrian Learns and me. And I usually don't watch the other guys. Like, I don't know. There's no more. Show more? No, like, there's nothing. There's no one. See? There's no one. No one's online. All of them are offline. This? And even Mr. Quinn is offline for Christmas. Even though he does a subathon. Cakez top streamer, let's go. On software and game development, that's not actually that difficult to reach. So it would be very impressive in other categories. How does it feel to be the biggest software streamer? Doesn't feel like much when there's no people online. I'm board coding some pathing edge cases. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. We first need to make progress in the game though. I have to say that the best tutorials that helped me learn game development were the tutorials that taught me to do things on my own and to not worry about doing things wrong. Those were the best tutorials ever. And I learned that from 2 people, Jonathan Blow and Casey Muratori. These 2 people. So a handmade hero, for those of you who wonder who that is. Do you use STL? No, I don't use STL. The goats, yeah, the goats. I would assume, I would say so, yes sir. Cakez, I'm making my own game in JavaScript. Hey, that's awesome. If you make your game in JavaScript, you can upload it to itch.io and people can play it in the browser. Then people can test it with having the least friction. You get a lot of downloads and plays on your game, and people can tell you and give you immediate feedback if it's a really good game. Then you'll see a bunch of comments. It's really good. Fruity Caves? No, you should put it on itch.io, brother. I don't have time to play it today. Oh wow, that's interesting. Looking nice, bro. I would love to play it, but I've got a lot of stuff to do today. You know, you can link it to me in the Discord, and then we can take a look at that later. You know, looking nice, bro. You should still upload it to itch.io. CodeRut Games wants to collaborate. Oh god, I can't do it, actually. Because Edge is not supported. I just accepted it, but nothing happened. I don't know. I think Edge doesn't support it, Mr. CodeRut Games. Just do it. Yeah, I did click accept, but nothing happened. Edge is a terrible browser. So yeah. Just compile to WASM and WebGL. Well, we'll see if that works. Alright, let's see. So, I need to display not only the damage numbers for each individual hero, but I also need to... Hello, CodeRut Games. Thank you very much for rating. I also need to display the damage that each ability does. And I thought about just displaying the icon and the damage dealt for the icon. But then how would that work? How would that actually work? I have an idea. Or do I? Actually, I do. Do I? Yes, I do. I have an idea. Okay, let's see. Mark A. And then in the game. Good morning. Thank you very much for the raid, CodeRut Games. And how is it? Hope you have a nice Christmas. Yeah, hope you have a nice Christmas too, bro. Question. How's your game coming along now? I saw that the player numbers are dropping down, and I'm pretty sure the wishlists numbers are dropping down too. And that's to be expected, of course. What is your plan now? Are you still happy with the outcome of your game, right? For those of you who are wondering, let's give a huge shout out here to Mr. CodeRut Games. Rogue. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen it already, right? So I probably don't say anything in particular that you guys have not heard yet. But we have Rogue Blight here. And this is CodeRut Games. And he's getting close to releasing his game. This is what it looks like. We played it as well. And I have to say, it is a really good looking game, and the stuff that I played for about an hour was really nice too. Yeah, we killed this guy. This guy's terrible, man. Holy, who's playing this? This guy's dog. Yeah, we used that ability a lot too. It's really cool. You can. It's a roguelike game, of course. If you die once, you have to restart. What I feel like though, like some immediate feedback, if you will. I don't know if that's what people say a lot too. I feel like the basic monsters are too easy compared to the bosses. But that could just be me. You know, it doesn't have to be... Yeah. I don't know if other people say that too. But the bosses are really difficult, while the normal monsters are usually just loot pinatas. I never once, I think, died to a normal monster. Merry Christmas, Cakez. And Cakez chatters. If you folks celebrate it, otherwise happy holidays. Yeah, we do. Yeah, thank you very much. Hope you too, my man. He used Unity. Did you at least write a nice review, Cakez? I did not write a nice review, but I don't think it would do much more now. But I guess we could do that in the future, yeah. I don't want to do it now, okay? I want to do this now. Okay, we'll do it. I promise. In the future. TM. Level. State. Let's go here. So what I'm going to do today here is we have damage dealt for each hero. I also want to do hero ability damage dealt. So that will be hero count. And then for each ability, that will be difficult to do. Let me see. We have an array of abilities. That would be tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and tier 4. Is that like a 3-dimensional array? Oh god, how's that work? Max tiers. Tier. Level requirements per upgrade tier. Item tier. Let me see. Weapon up. Weapon upgrades. Ah! Weapon upgrades. There we go. These are arrays. Max, there we go. So max upgrades, this should be called a different thing. Max upgrade tier. And then max upgrade choices, there we go. So those two need to be combined. Here. I need to have choices 3 and then max upgrade tier. Guys, can you do a 3-dimensional array? Is that possible? But then different heroes have different... Yeah, actually that works. Holy moly, that's crazy. Look at this. Hero ability damage dealt. Okay. And now I need to fill this as well. Lots of arrays. Sheesh, yeah. That's a lot, I know. Cubic arrays, let's fucking go. Yeah, the reason why is because each hero, they're all merged together, I guess. Just add another dimension, soon you will be doing quantum mechanics in the game. Yeah, true. Cakez, John did tutorials, or is it the larger philosophy? His small project streams are great though. I watched his videos and then his philosophy just... how do you say that? Hat sich abgefärbt an mich in Englisch. His philosophy stuck with me. Jonathan Blow, he will probably make a hard handmade hero series on his style after he ships this game. Did he say that he would do this? I don't think that will do anything, to be honest. Those videos barely gain any views, if anything, because they're too long. People don't have the attention span to that. Complete tutorials are now the norm. Every single tutorial online, you see the first video gain like, let's say 100,000 views, and then the second video is like 2,000 views. It's crazy, the drop off. So it's best to make just one video. He probably will do a shooter once, he said. Shooter one, he said. A 3D shooter one? I like the 5-hour long videos. Yeah, the 5-hour long videos that do something from beginning till end. Yeah, exactly. And Onion, thank you very much for following. Alright, let's see here. Just speaking from experience. Because many of us never finished Handmade Hero. Yeah, because it's too much information. The information is great, but it's too spread out. No one has 100, 200 or 600 hours of their life, maybe even more, to spend on just watching tutorials. This is the problem with tutorials anyways. You know? You can have infinite dimension arrays. Just add more stars. It's like 200 videos. Isn't it like 600 videos? Even more? And hello, Lolboy. Did I say hello, bro? Good morning. Alright, let's see. What's here? How do we do this? What we can do here is the damage dealt, and then over here, ability damage dealt. Or on each hero, for each hero that we spawned, For each hero that we spawned. Ability damaged structure. Guys, do you think I should... Do you think that I should display the damage for each hero individually? And then I have an easier time? Or should I group the heroes together to their type? And so now I know that this type of hero dealt this much damage. I feel like I should display all of the group. You guys think I should group them? Merry Christmas, Cakes. Hey, XYZ Studio. Merry Christmas to you too, bro. Hello. I watch no tutorials, but lessons. You can say it's tutorials, but there's a difference. I would consider a tutorial something that is online and you watch to learn. Whether it's a lesson or tutorial, I think it's both the same. They're teaching you something. Well, see you tomorrow. Dessert is calling. Yeah, see, I probably won't be online tomorrow, Mr. Lolboy. I'll probably take a day off tomorrow to relax. Do some YouTube stuff, maybe play some games. We'll see. Okay. Gruß von Campus. Oh, my man Necropolis. Gruß, bro. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. Is this a tutorial? This is me making a game. No. I'll just try out different things. Alright, how do we do ability damage dealt? So first and foremost we have to take the level state. Hero ability damage dealt on the hero type ID, of course. And then we need to index... We need to do it loop-wise. So for... Wait. For each tier we can only have one ability that deals damage for each hero, but all of the heroes can have 3 choices. So... That doesn't even... actually it does work. So it's called... This would be the choice index, or the tier index. Int tier is 0, tier is less than max tier. And then tier plus plus. There we go. Okay, so that would be the first. Now we're indexing into tiers. And now we need to do another loop. That indexes into the choice. So that would be choice index. The cool thing is, what I'm doing right now to balance the game is also something I will need to do to display for the player. And then that float, what we have here is... Ooh, man. That would be damage. And then we need to have... For each tier, we need to get ability choices. Let's see. Ability choices. Ability choices. There we go. Get ability options. That's what it's called. Can I call this? I can. Cool. Very nice. I think I also have the hero data, and the tier. Awesome. Now, how does that work? By default, it's tier 0. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff. Hello, Cakes. I just watched Sonic 3 in an early screening. Amazing movie. I've started making an item caching game in SDL2 and C++ to learn about AABB, an object data based checks. Perfect. See? Awesome. Item catching game, and you're learning about AABB, axis aligned bounding boxes. Awesome. Now you're learning to collide 2 objects together using a box. Perfect. Very nice. Very good music again. Yeah, this is Necropolis AD music that we're listening to right now. As for tutorials for programming, I don't like tutorials. I like doing stuff and read documentations or articles. But Blender, Unreal Engine, level design, video tutorials work there. I watch video and try to do the same thing so I have the muscle memory. Oh, so you're watching the video first and then you're trying to do the same thing afterwards? That's crazy. You could do that? Because usually I forget. Trout, actually, that is the way to learn correctly, by doing things. If you don't do things, that you will forget. Exactly, yeah.
Easily a mixed review / mostly positive.
You are finally starting the math course I gave you tomorrow. The one that does recap of middle school and high school math, Cakes. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Draw UI sprite first. Choice index dot sprite dot data dot sprite ID. Icon sprite. Oof, that would be position. Let's just draw that and then plus vec2. Actually, let's do that. I have an idea. That would be vec2 ability damage position is position plus vec2 0 and then minus 60. I think 60 is too much, but let's do 40. Now that we have 40, we can do ability damage position. Over here we have the icon. Very nice. And then we draw.
I love Cakez, dirty dog fucker, no soap, no skill, no original
UI
ideas,
number.
Steal a bastard, no clue, no knowledge,
damage.
No games released, no good text, no
ability
code,
damage.
Tangy, fuck off, stop streaming, okay champ.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Vec2. 20. Dot render options is outline. There you go. Good. And then also, oh yeah. Dot material. Dot font type is damage numbers. Font damage numbers. There you go. Okay, cool. Now that we have the number 2, it will display absolutely nothing, by the way, guys. And yeah, that's fine. That is totally okay. I was expecting this, by the way. Hey, Cakes, what are you doing today? Hello there, Dima on YouTube. I am debugging. You could say debugging. I am collecting the damage dealt for each hero in my game. I'm trying to add tracking mechanisms to that so that I can display these numbers on screen so that I could debug which ability deals way more damage than others and maybe... Well, right now it doesn't work, okay, bro? So let's see here. Well, Of course, I don't have any abilities yet. Cause... I didn't get any yet. Game crash? It's fine. That's totally okay, because that's what should happen, by the way. It should happen. This can be useful to show in a result screen for players as well. Exactly. So that's what we're building right now. We're making the players see a bunch of cool numbers. But for now, this is just for me. There you go. You see the damage? It's auto attacks. He's dealing 700, 800... Really cool. Now we can see which tower is more overpowered. And yesterday, by the way, guys, I managed to place the mage in a position so that the mage has actually the same damage output as the defender. That is actually possible. Okay, so 3,200 on the first map. We got level up and now we do shield ops and I'm expecting Ah, okay, so shield ops. Hey, look at that, brothers. Hey, would you see that? Huh. Shield ops right now is 0 damage. Okay. Let me see. Does it do... now we need to somehow... excuse me. We need to... So this is the problem. This is actually the problem. Attack. I have an attack function. And in the attack function at the very bottom, this is when I track the damage dealt from the attacker. The problem is that I am not supplying information where the attack came from. So I need to track for every single attack, hard-coded, how much damage the attack does. So for example, I don't have one uniform. Maybe I should just attack hit type, stats, attacker, damage number. Maybe I just supply an ability ID here. Maybe I supply an ability ID here. Attack ability. Which can be none by default. No holiday? Yeah, wait, I do. I'm not gonna stream much very, very long. I don't. I'm basically waiting for my wife to tell me to come over. Which, right now, she didn't do that yet. So it's fine. I'm home alone right now. I was so tired yesterday that I was falling asleep on couches and barely could move myself, man. Because I had to write... You know, you guys know how I work for a company so that I could sustain myself and do this full time, hopefully in the future. Basically, you know, farming money so that we can live, because we had a baby recently. For that company, I had to write like a huge list of stuff. And so I had to do that before Christmas because I wanted to enjoy Christmas. But that led me to be awake at 6 a.m. Are you saving? I can't save at the moment, but I'm working towards it. And so I basically was awake till 6 a.m. and then woke up at 9 a.m. again. So I had like 3 hours of sleep. And man, I was dead yesterday. I sat down on the couch on my parents' house. Poof, immediately fell to sleep. And then we also were at her parents' house too. Cakes. What is this? Also, why is this falling down, bro? Don't fall down. Farming money. Yeah, I'm trying to farm money, exactly. So we can do this full time, you know? That would be awesome. Best of luck to you and take care of your health. Try to get as much sleep as necessary. Yeah, so I did get 10 hours today. I feel so good, man. I feel so fucking good. Very nice. And then we draw...
I love Cakez, dirty dog fucker, no soap, no skill, no original
UI
ideas,
number.
Steal a bastard, no clue, no knowledge,
Damage.
no games released, no good text, no
Ability,
code,
damage,
Tangy, fuck off, stop streaming, okay champ.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up! Yeah. Alright, okay. I think I can supply a const ability ID. Ability ID, which is ability none by default. Now that will break a bunch of calls to this function. So for example here, what is that? Hit colors. Ability sting. Cool. So instead of... That's awesome. So here we would be... let me see. Ability, what are we casing? Ability data ID, particle system, warband, ability, data.id, huh? Activate ability. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So for example, ability.data.id. And now we can supply the ID to the attack function, which allows me to... but we don't know the tier of the ability, do we? We don't know the tier. Shit. So maybe I shouldn't just say tier. I just have a list of abilities on each hero, and I know that each hero has that many abilities. Cakez, the fact that you have a constant 100 to 200 views is very good. You will grow, and it will be possible to do this in the future. Oh, gee, Either, thank you very much for the positive words, bro. I think it's still a lot of work. I consider myself to be... So, comparatively, I consider myself to be a worse knowledgeable primogen, but more interested in game development, which makes me different, which is awesome. And I have some... So, like, that's a niche somewhere there on the internet that is not filled yet, and I'm hoping to fill that niche, because that's what I love doing. Game development, playing games, and then making content on that. And yes, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Means a lot to me, man. I hope so too. I noticed that I'm getting somewhere slowly but surely. I would love it to be faster than you know what it is, but it is how it is. You know, you're working towards something. If not tutorials, where am I gonna learn from then? From yourself. You're gonna learn from yourself, bro. That's the point. You make something online. Sorry, no, not online. You make something that you want to do, and you make mistakes, and you learn from your mistakes. Because then you know what not to do. And that makes you a better, let's say, programmer, because we are programming here. That makes you better at what you're doing, because you have made the mistakes, and this ingrains itself more deeply into your brain than someone telling you, don't do that. Don't do this, don't do that, but do this. Make sure that you do A, but don't do B. Please don't do B, that's bad. And you always heard that it's bad, but you don't know why it's bad. Could you potentially add 3 more songs to make a playlist type thing in the code? It would make it easier to listen to the stream when you have the game music on. I'm just gonna... we're just gonna listen to the campfire now. It's fine. I'll turn off the music here. I like this music a lot. It's my favorite song from Necropolis AD. He made such a really good song with this one. It's a really, really good song. I really enjoy that one. Okay, guys, I have a better idea on how to do this. We supply the ability ID to the attack function, and then in the game let's see, level state. In the header file for the game, when we track the damage, all we are doing here is multiplying these two together. And then we have a 2-dimensional array. For each hero, we are tracking all of the abilities in a 2-dimensional array. Which, let me see, what is this? Buff type, oh, buff types. So poison, huh? Here's the question, guys. That's a bit... Okay, well,
This bloody mess just shows why you'd flop in any real job, you daft idiot. You've got the foresight of a...
No. 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 Merry Christmas, bitch. No. Just no. Guys, look at this. My mom made these. I'm gonna eat them tonight. Cookies. Very nice. I already ate the Weihnachtsmann, the chocolate Nikolaus thing, the Weihnachtsmann, Christmas Santa, the guy, the Santa, the chocolate Santa, already gone. How many of you, when you're at Christmas, you have like these tables? Let's not tables, the plates that are full with candy, and there's always a Santa, chocolate Santa in them. How many of you wait to eat them? I used to wait all the time. Now I just destroy them first because I like them the most. It's really delicious chocolate. Hell yeah, Mr. Almeida, exactly. What is this? What is this spam? Highly regarded one. I can't even tell what's going on there, bro. Can't you just sum up the damage type? We'll do it like this. So here's a question first, okay? Let's say we have an ability. Okay, that is a poisonous arrow looks something like this. Let's do this. Poison. Okay, we have a poison arrow here. That's an ability. And that inflicts
Sorry,
a poison
kids,
debuff.
no gifts from me this year. A clown ate me.
Ho ho ho!
That inflicts a poison debuff on a target, on an enemy. Okay, this is an enemy. And now the poison debuff deals damage. Should the poison, should this debuff loop back to the poison arrow ID? So that I know that this is from a... an ability, the damage type. Mr. Dima on YouTube, thank you very much for... what is this? 50 Ron? Thank you so much for the support, bro. 50 Ron. I don't know what 50 Ron is, but I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you. What have you said? I've always noticed that having a good documentation and looking for how others solve the particular problem for a project, it yields much better results than losing hours upon hours on tutorials. Yeah, so for example, you want to make an entity component system. And out there, someone on the internet has made an entity component system on GitHub, and you can look at the code. I think you learn much more looking at that code than someone teaching you how to do it in a tutorial. And the reason for that is because you are looking at the code yourself. You need to read the code, understand the code. You need to use your brain. And you need to figure out why did he do it the way he did it. And so you're thinking much more than in a tutorial where someone tells you what you need to do. But I appreciate that. So 50 bottles of Ron. Tutorials are good if you want to make something semi-fast, but not overall learning. Cakez, I never learned anything from watching videos explaining how the Quake movement works. I only learned by translating the content to GD script and then tweaking it from there. Yeah, because these tutorials are not designed to make you learn, they're designed to generate a lot of views and show you something cool. There's a difference between a tutorial and some video that's supposed to show you something cool so that they can get more views. It's a huge difference, bro. Yes, yes. That's why I stopped watching GDC talks. Indeed. So I think what I'll do here, whenever we inflict a buff, I'm going to add an ability ID. Which by default is ability none. But that's fine. And then whenever we attack, we apply the ability ID here. Buff.abilityID. There you go. Yo, any good tutorial recommendation, guys? Of course. What was it, guys? Full game?
Hello.
Guys, what was the... Let's see, commands. Point, root, hug, voices, delaying commands, gamedev. Is it gamedev? Learn C++ gamedev in 1 hour. There we go, bro. There we go, my friend. People can't even make a web page in C++? No, C++ right now is what I'm coding in, but it's not about making a web page in C++. I don't even think you should do that. I think you should just use JavaScript. JavaScript, for all its backlash, I think it's great. It's my honest opinion. My own opinion, though. Learn C++ game dev in 1 hour? Yeah, you do. Making an entire game in 1 hour, brother. What's your problem? You got a problem, Bridge? Huh? Do you have a problem, sir? Idiot Cakez. Oh, that's fine, bro. I'll give you 5 minutes to think about what you just did. That's totally okay, bro. How do we do that? Oof, 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 oof. So the damage type. How do we do that? I think it's tier times choice index. That's probably what we want to do here. Cakez, are you using a custom game engine? I'm using a custom Yakana game engine to make this. Gets more fun, but it's still top language for web dev. JavaScript gets made fun of, but it's still the top language. Of course it is. It's the same reason why C++ and C have not been replaced yet. Because everything boils down to those two. Mostly C. Why is C still around? Ask yourself that question if it was such a bad thing. Alright, let me think. Do you have no GUI in the engine? I do have. So for example, if I wanted to edit something in this level, I can. I have what I call an in-game editor that I made myself that allows me to change the positioning of some of these objects, to edit the paths where the units walk, to spawn more stuff. Like for example, I could put another deer here, I could put another light on top of the deer, stuff like that. And I could also remove stuff, and I can also edit tiles if I wanted to. So if I wanted to, let's say, make the ground layer invisible, that's what it would look like. And then edit maybe something else on top. Of course, I could do this. So a lot of stuff that I could do, but it's all written in my own code. And so I have no... There is no import routine that I need. I just use what I have made. Are you planning on making the engine public? What I'm planning on doing is, when my demo is out and I have enough feedback from you guys, and it's fleshed out enough, I will make the source code public for a little bit of money on Steam. You know how you can buy DLC for games? You will be able to buy my source code on Steam. If that's possible. I don't know if it's possible, but I think it is. And so that would be a way for you to... You literally ruined the way, Cakez, bro. Did you really reduce the shield count? It was probably the worst way you could nerf it. You literally ruined the skill by doing that. But well, how else would I nerf the ability? It was too overpowered. We're gonna see how OP it is in a second, bro. It's really strong. Do you handle the serialization yourself? I'm currently just serializing my game to binary files. So yes, I do, but it's terrible. It would be better to have JSON files that I could read and export and import. But that would still change. I would still have to change some stuff on the import routine. Right now I just can't see the data when it's offline, when it's on the disk, because it's binary. It's a very good way to nerf it, Cakez. I think it would do too. I would do that too in your position. Yeah, we'll see, right? Nothing is set in stone yet. However, let's fix the stuff here. So on the attack function, okay, at the very bottom, when we add damage to when we add the damage to the hero, we also can do game state, level state, dot ability hero damage dealt on the attacker, hero type ID, and then on the ability ID. Actually, we have the ability ID. But that's not the... That's actually not... Oof, man. That's actually not that. Ooh, can we... Goodness. Get node. Bro, we have the ability... I think the easiest solution would be... I think I have a solution, guys. It's not best, but level, state. I think it's not that bad. Instead of separating this into tiers, I just do ability count. However many abilities I have is on this array. So the array would look something like this. For each hero, let's say for each hero, we have another slot. That is the ability ID. And that array will have a bunch of empty spaces. And then there will be a number here. And then again a bunch of empty spaces. It will be very how do you say that? It will have a, how do you say that in English? Basically, the array won't be filled because you can't have that many abilities on a hero, but it's easier for me programming-wise. So I just need to index into the ability, and then any ability that has damage, I'll display. Sparse. Yeah, it will be very sparse. Plus equals damage. There we go. There we go. And let's mark this as B and then jump back to A. Or B. Shit. And then let's see. Debug round. Here. Ability choices. We don't even need to do this. All we need to do is go through. We don't even need the tier. We just need to do ability ID. Ability ID, and then that is ability count. Ability ID plus plus. We have one for loop, so this is gone. Then hero ability damage dealt on the ability ID. If damage is less than or equal to 0, then we continue. And if we have damage, then we draw... Well, we need to get the ability, right? Ability is init ability of type, or get create ability of type. That would be ability ID. We don't know the level of the ability, but it doesn't really matter because we just need the icon. There we go. Then we can do ability data icon sprite. We just need the icon. There we go. Okay, I think now all we need to do is supply this to every attack function in the game. So how many attack functions do we have? Let's go to the very top and search for attack thing. Let's see. Attacker. What is this? Reflect. Ooh. Reflect. Well, I guess we'll just supply the ability ID here. If there's an ability, there's probably... There might be an ability. What is this? Intervene. Ability. Yeah, I think that's actually interesting. This one's commented out. AoE data. Deal AoE damage. Aha. We need to put an ability ID here. Then we do AoE data. Is this an online tutorial? No, this is not an online tutorial. This is just me making my game in C++. Oh, Griesfrei, good morning. Online is good or not? Online is good or not? Tutorial is good or not? How does the HP of mobs scale with the wave level? The HP of mobs never scales. They will always have the same HP when you encounter that particular monster. And the way I make more interesting monsters is by just having more monsters or coloring them differently or putting an outline on them. Basically like this. I'll show you. I start out with this here. Mr. Red. Yeah. This is the base... Wait, actually not. This is the base red. It's the lowest enemy in the game. This one is the fast version of it. Then this one is another version of it that looks a little bit different. If we kill it, it spawns this one, which is also more beefy. Runs at a different speed.
Gotcha, bitch.
This one is an enemy that drops items very more commonly than the other items, than the other units. So this one has a high drop chance, but also has a lot of HP. This one drops gold, but has a lot of HP too, and can also drop items. Stuff like that. So different types of enemies colored differently. And yeah, as we progress through the game, the enemies grow and become more deadly and get more abilities to them when we get to bosses, stuff like that. So basically that's what I have. I'm not sure, it's just not implemented yet. So anyways, let's continue here. Deal AoE damage. Let's mark this. Deal AoE damage. Yeah. Yeah. There's the first one. What is this? Dot ability ID is projectile. Which has it already. Cool. So that works. Okay, that's the first AoE damage. AoE data. Attacker. What is this? DA. Damaging area. Dot DA. No, ability ID is... Hey. Hey. Ability, I already have that here too. Awesome. See, that's great game design when you already have everything available to you that you need to make the game. Yes! I got lucky though. Deal AoE damage. Deal AoE. Aha, AoE active ability. Aha, ability ID. Active ability. Ability ID. Of course I have that. Yes. Nice. Next. I thought this would be more work. Very nice. See, like, so this is basically a perfect example. This is a perfect example. I love this. Let's see, where's this? Level state. Must be here somewhere. Here, in the level state, this array is a sparse array, meaning most of the slots of this array are empty because the hero cannot have all of the abilities in the game. I could have 200 abilities in the game and only 4 of these slots are filled. So I'm wasting a bunch of memory on each hero. That's bad. However, it makes programming this so much easier because I just need to index into it. So accessing it and getting it out and copying it in is O of 1. And also programming wise, all I need to do is just supply an ability. I just need to do this and it will be filled into the correct slot. So this is where I think this is a great example of a trade-off between wasting memory and ease of use. Let's see, deal AoE damage, deal AoE damage. There's another one. Dot ability ID is active ability dot ability ID. More AoE damage. There's another one here. Dot ability ID is active ability dot ability ID. Okay, another one. Wow. Ability ID is active ability dot ability ID. STD map. An STD map could be used too, but it wouldn't... An STD map? Guys, correct me if I'm wrong here, please. For those of you who know C++ a lot. Sorry. An STD map calls a heap allocation when you're making the map. To allocate the space to hold data for the STD map, it needs to do a heap allocation. So when I say, okay, it doesn't. So what you're saying is, if I were to use an STD map here, and then I say that is float, I can also say how many slots it has. So for example, do I say the slots first? So that would be hero count, and then ability count, like that. And what is the type though? I need to put the type in there too. Or do I have a map? So like I have a float here. And then I say that's an array of hero count maps. Like that. That would be ability damage for each hero. Something like that. Is that what it would be? Cakez, as a C user, I hate C++ standard library, but I still use the stdio and cmath. Of course, I mean, that's great. One is the key type and one is the value type. Okay, so then that would be the key type. And that would be float. Right? And so this one does not use a heap allocation to reserve memory. How does it reserve the memory then? So what you're saying is this generates two arrays. One for the index and another array for the data. This does not do a heap allocation. The template parameters are still wrong. std maps allocator is a template parameter. You can swap it out. By default it does. See, that's what I mean. This guy's like, std map doesn't do a heap allocation. But, you know, by default it does. You need to go into the map and then hack it in. And then you say, instead of heap allocation, you need to use your custom allocator. Oh no! Hey! What happened? What happened? My screen! But the dude! Huh? Oh no! What did I do? What did I just do? I pressed some weird combination on my keyboard and my entire screen is like I'm in a fog. What happened? Uh-oh. What did I do? I'm recording.
Gotcha, bitch.
What the hell, game bar? Dude, get away! Dude, that's a ghost. Go away from me, bro, please. I'm sorry. I will never say anything bad about std map again, okay? I'm sorry. Press Windows plus G again. Why is it gray? Windows protective mode? How can I get out of this? Because you probably opened a game bar again? Muted? I'm not muted. What happened? Check Windows contrast mode? It only opens up Bing. Take a picture from the screen and show us. Wait, you can't see it? You can actually see this. Wait, you don't see it? Do you not see this? How does this look for you? Wait, I need to watch the screen. You can? You can? What happened? Uh-oh. Oh no! Bro! Guys, am I still here? Hello? Oh my god. That's even worse. You see, but the screen was blue. Press more buttons. You got him, guys? What's
Am I so out of touch?
Hey, stop! Please!
Sturdy Post just subscribed. Big tick support for 16 years. Happy Boxing Day. Peepo happy.
Ah, my man, thank you very much. How do I get out of this? Huh? Bro. Change high contrast theme. It's off, guys. What did I do?
Lord
Take
chat.
a picture from your cell phone.
Cakez. Pepe Neil homies.
Wait a minute, I need to watch my stream on my phone. I feel like... Wait. Wait. Yeah, watch me. Watch me. Watch me. For you it's normal. For you it's normal. Guys, my entire screen is gray. I'll make a screen. I will make a picture. Watch. How do I change that? Wait, let me show you something that makes it easier for you to see. Yeah, here. Here. It's really bad to see. You guys can't see it. Windows grayscale filter. Press Control Windows C. It doesn't do anything. Windows Control C. Windows Control C. Grayscale. Color filters. You sure? Grayscale. Okay, wait, how do I turn this off? How do I turn that off? It's grayscale. It is off? It's already off. Turn it on and off. No, it's still like I have like a gray tint on my entire. Check HDR. HDR? Enable HDR streaming, graphics settings, maybe here? Huh? Eye protection, blue light reduction. Night light. Turn on now. No, that's not it. Maybe it's a stroke. It's your monitor. No, it's both monitors, guys. It's not the cable. What do you guys mean it's a stroke? Turn on the toggle at the color filter. No, I did. That doesn't do anything. Cakez, good afternoon. Turn monitor on and off. Guys, it has nothing to do with the monitors. I can do that, but... I can't believe this, bro. It's still the same color. It's a Windows setting. Restart the PC, but then my... Not enough video to maintain streaming? Stop! Stop it, bro! What's going on with Christmas? Come on! Computer? Show the picture you did on your phone. Okay, I'll do. You can't really see it, though. It's really difficult to see. Let me share that with you. It's really difficult to see. Let's see. Put it on the drive. Okay, should be there now. Let me see. Try Windows Control plus C. I did, but it did nothing. I'll just try it different. Uh-oh. Find direct. Oh god. I probably shouldn't do that. Press Windows Alt and B. What just happened? It's back! Game bar HDR mode is now off. B3, thank you so much, bro. Holy HDR mode turned it great. I'll show you what it looked like, guys. You probably didn't see it, but let's see. Is it? Shouldn't it be in videos? Didn't I save that to videos? Didn't I just save it to videos, brother? Bro? Yeah, it's in videos. Yeah, Speichern. Doesn't save that there. I don't understand. Why is it not there? Drive? Can't find it, guys. Computer? My computer? Scripts? No, that's not scripts. Eh? Yeah, guys, I can't find it. It is how it is. I can't find the picture. I don't know. Like, I'm getting really mad. I'm getting mad because things are not working and. Relax. Okay, one more time. One more time. All right, go to pictures. Upload it. Yes. Teilen. Drive. Computer. My computer. Videos. Yeah, I did save that here, bro. Speichern. Speichern. Ihre Datei wird in den Ordner Videos hochgeladen. Oh, really? Doesn't look like it, bro. Okay. It should be here. But it is not here. It's not uploading it. So back to the SCD map rant. Right click refresh. How many times do you think I should refresh this, huh? Why should how many times should I refresh this? Brother? Alright, it doesn't matter, guys. Technical stuff doesn't work today. It's fine! Fine! I really want to show this to you guys. It bothers me. This is the last time. This is the last test. I'm actually gonna email me that. Gonna mail that to me. Okay, I send a mail. Actually send a mail right now. The mail should be here, right? There you go. See? It's much faster. It's already here. Well, you can't really see, but this is... Wait. Can you please show me just the image? Can I download the image, please? Can I please download the image? Thank you. Let me download the image. Thank you so much. I would not like to show this, but I would like to show my image. Thank you. So you guys can't really see, but at the top here, you see how gray it is. That's not usually what it looks like, but like the entire screen had like a gray filter to it. See this? Looked terrible. But thank you very much. It was the HDR filter, bro. Thanks. Cakez. Alarm does AABB work by using the box radius and testing for the object intersections. Alarm. I don't know what alarm is, bro. Why don't you just Google AABB? So easy, man. It's literally just one function call, bro. You know how AABB is? You can do AABB? That's what you need to do, bro. It's literally a function, man. It's one function. Emote, and I was asking about your implementation. Oh, I see it's an emote. So, wait. Alarm? Wait a minute. Give me a second, guys. Cakez, I left you alone for an hour. Now you said the Christmas is broken. Oh, you mean police. I think they mean police. I see. That's my implementation, bro. Over here. And then you can also use an angle. That's a bit more difficult to do. Take a screenshot and then try to do that. I copied that too. Doesn't really matter. Index out of bounds. I wonder where that comes from. Okay, so what was I doing even? We were doing AoE damage, right? And we were supplying the... Deal AoE damage. We were searching for this, trying to supply the ability. Alright, let me fix this really quickly. So that we have this done. ability ID is active ability dot ability ID. Here you go, get that here. Very nice, very happy about this. What is this? Deal AoE damage? Well, I guess we could do that too, even though this is just a comment.
Gotcha, bitch!
Guys, do you remember the 4 coder days? When I would type in everything that I had no code completion? Do you think I was faster coding because I didn't rely on code completion at all? What do you think? Awesome. Now every single function that calls deal AoE damage supplies the ability ID to it. Good. Now let's search for attack. We supply the ability ID here. We supply the ability ID here. That was commented out. AoE is also supplying it. Look for hero to attack. That's something different. Look for enemy to attack. Here's another one. Ability ID. Very nice. Attack. Hit type is shield bash. Yeah. Ability. Data.id. For coder days. Yeah, it was nice, right? And by the way, sorry, I totally missed that. Mr. Sturdy Post. Thank you very much for subscribing, bro. I appreciate that. Sturdy Post, Big Dick supporter, 13 months, man. Actually, 16 months. And resubscribed for 13. And then Aaron Gaming, thank you very much for following. And Poste Faith, thank you very much for following too, you guys. And Sao Bernardo and Dr. Franks as well. For Coda was good. More productive work days. Work was, yeah. For Coda was great, yeah. But it had a lot of issues too. Ah, here. Stun buff. Ability ID. Okay, let's go here. Wolfang Fist, ability.data.id. Oh my god! Stop it! Sorry, I hate fat fingering. Okay. My university professor forced my class to learn coding without autocomplete, and I swear that was the best thing ever. Nowadays, I'm so used to autocomplete that I couldn't write without it. I use it or you lose it. You can always train yourself to go back, though. But yes. I think so.
Gotcha, bitch!
I can't believe this, man. This is insane. Vim is really trying hard today. Okay, relax. Yeah. Okay. Man. Relax. I need to calm down. Just need to calm down for a second. Okay. It's all good. Got it? Yeah. C++ is for people who don't care about doing something great in life.
What are you talking about? You're totally wrong, bro. C++ is for people that want to learn. You're totally wrong.
What is this guy talking about? To make Vim work properly, you have to uninstall it and never use it again. It's so beautiful when Cakez has these meltdown moments. I would love it as a ringtone. Okay, bro. I see you enjoying Christmas. Yeah, I am. I actually am. Doesn't look like it, but I do. Yes. Man, I have a headache right now. God. That made me so mad. Okay, let's see. Apply. Apply buff. Oh my god. Can you stop fat fingering buttons today, please? One more time. Apply buff. Let's yoink that. Yoinking is better than typing it. GPT is shit. I cost my it cost me a bug for 2 days because someone used it for bingen, whatever that is. Bingen? Is Sublime text editor good? Listen, man, the text editor that I'm using is good. I'm just terrible at coding, man. And by what I mean by that is typing out the code. I can code very well, but my fingers just don't work today. Okay. Okay. Apply burning. Shit. 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 Apply burning and poison.
Thank you, Pikachu's glitch, for 110
My man.
bits.
Thank you.
Party 110.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much for 110 bits, Mr. Pikachu's glitch. 110 looking. Why 110? Is that like a weird number? Only a blamer blames his tools. Only a blamer blames his tools, man. I'm such a good person. I can never make mistakes. The fuck up, man. Go stream into a pillow. Scream into a pillow. It will get rid of all of the pent-up programmer rage. Bro, I would need to scream into a pillow for multiple years to get rid of my rage. You think that would be... I don't have the time for that, bro. Damn it. Apply burning is great, but it doesn't work.
Peter, my man, thank you for $100. Merry Christmas, easy clap.
What? What? Bro, $100? Holy shit, Mr. Peter! I don't know what to say. Goodness. Merry Christmas to you too, bro. Thank you so much. I have no idea what to say. That is a... Guys...
Big W for Peter in chat, please. Big W. Anyone, please. Big W.
Holy. Thank you so much. You have already done way more than you should. Thank you. Not for you. Thank you? What do you mean thank you? W Peter, yeah. Donating to millionaire. Small W, big W, yes. Big W. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Holy. Big W, my favorite store. W. Okay. You forgot the big. People are buying ban protections. Yeah, I'll probably have to give him a ban protection banner or something here. But he has never been toxic. Peter, thank you. Let me see. I don't think you have ever been toxic, bro. So this guy needs to be more than protected. Das Spiel wäre schon lange fertig. Oh, he was. He told me to use... Didn't you... I only received one warning. Sir, this is your first warning. From this point onward, don't behave and start... if from this point onward you don't behave and start being more positive, I will have to take action against toxic behavior. Better yourself. And you acknowledged it. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Holy, yeah. Cakez, I was merely memeing. Sorry, brother. Literal translation to someone shaking... someone is shaking a slap to the face tree. Or Feige, slap to the face. But Feige is also a fig, the fruit. Okay. Da schüttelt aber jemand am Ohrfeigenbaum. Ja, true, true. I enjoyed myself as well. 3 bans in the first 5 minutes I was here. True. Yeah, that's when people were overly toxic. If you cloned yourself, would it double your efficiency or double the amount of rage you have, Cakez? I don't know. I think it would double my efficiency, but I don't think people could handle that. Well, it would double my efficiency. Well, would it though? I would probably just play more games. Thank you for following. Only having fun. Good morning, bro. Okay, we have a problem here. Well, I guess I can do const ability ID. Ability ID is ability none. Actually, let's do this. Add that in here. Excuse me, guys. This. Apply bleed to. I think that's it, right? Yes. And then we do ability ID. Wait, is it before the owner? Yes, it is. Cool. No, I appreciate the big support, man. I really do. Thank you so much. Peter fight is disabled. Yeah, we disabled fight because people were spamming it and it wasn't easy for me to follow chat and read messages. What are you working on today? Well, tracking. Wait a minute. Tracking damage from each hero and each ability individually so that later on I can display that to the player. Okay, I think we have now everything in the game. Let me double check if apply buff is now completely done. Apply buff. We have the ability here. We have the ability here. We have the ability here. Here's missing one. Freeze chance though, so I don't think we need freeze chance because freeze doesn't deal damage. So I think it's fine here. We do here. have that here. Apply buff is also in there. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and then, yeah, cool. So now it should give us a list of abilities and how much damage they deal comparatively to normal damage done. Let's see. Bro, are you interested in reacting to game design or game feedback videos? Cakes. Sure, I mean, you can always link me videos on Discord that I could react to. Today I already have something planned that I would like to watch. But yes, of course. 100%, man. I'm always looking for great stuff to watch. Yes, sir. Let's do this. You see? Oh, I see. Ability none, huh? Ability none is the damage, the auto attack damage, is it? That's interesting. Look at this, guys.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Shintai84 is gifting 10 sub to the community.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Valorant is gifting 2 sub to the community.
Bro, and Valorant as well. Thank you very much for gifting 2 subs and Shintai for gifting 10 subs. Holy, thank you. Wait, Valorant? Valorant? Wait, is that actually a person? Hello? Is that a person? Christmas bonus? Wait, oh, I see. Is this... I see Valorant gifted us to... I get it now. Wait, is that the same thing that... Let me check here. Thank you guys for the incredible support. I know a person that probably knows this. Let's see here. I can't see this. Yeah, it looks like the Twitch is doing that. Let me see notifications. Bonus round is back, it looks like. Okay, see, I see it now. I think it's this, guys. The end of the year bonus round is back. The holiday season is almost upon us. You know what that means. It's time for start planning the end of the year bonus round. This year we are hosting the festivities from December 23rd to January 2. What's the bonus round? For those of you who missed it. Bonus round way celebrating streamers community, support together, spreading cheer, and so on and so forth. The bonus round sponsored by Valorant, now console. Okay. What's the story this year? Here are the exciting offers. 25% off for 1 month subs, 25% 6 months, okay, and the loot cave will promo with the loot cave with promo code, okay, bonus gift subs. For every 5 gift subs purchased on a channel, Valorant will add 1 gifted sub. But be on the lookout because they'll also be periodically giving out additional gift subs to support favorite streamers. So that means it is usually 1 per 5, but sometimes it could be more, like what we had before. That's awesome. Thank you. Cool, we got 2 from Valorant. That's nice. I never played the game, but thank you. W Valorant, lol. That's amazing. Q Merc, thank you very much for following. What does a sub at Twitch actually mean? You don't get ads on Twitch when you're watching the stream. Alright guys, so let's test if this actually works. I'm gonna give this guy shield orbs and this guy too. Merry Christmas, Funny TD main. Hey, some dev, thank you. What? No. ByteUL just gifted 50 memberships on YouTube? My man!
That is a huge
W. ByteUL, my man, holy... It's still going. Look at this. Plop, plop.
Gotcha, bitch.
Thank you so much, man. It's crazy. Hopefully Inukai doesn't get one. Did Inukai get one yet? Good. 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 I hope that Inukai never gets one. Thank you so much, though. That's crazy. Where is the person asking why Cakez is working on Christmas? I wasn't expecting this, though. Thank you. It's crazy. Holy man. We have a level 4 hype train on YouTube and Twitch, and then 50 on... Oh, it's crazy, bro. And Keldron, thank you very much for following Q-Merc as well. Well. Welcome, you guys. Wait, it does work. Wait a minute. It does work. Merry Christmas. What made you get a buzz cut? What made you get a buzz cut? Didn't like my hair. I hated it. He never reads YouTube chat, wasted money, lol. I don't think so. I read YouTube chat a lot. You're wrong, Toxic Champion. I hated my hair before. It looked really bad. It had gotten very long here. And so it just looked like a fucking potato schnitt in English. My hair is thinning. I got a cut. I made a cut myself, guys. Rate it. Like, from 1 to 10, how much what do you think? 1 to 10?
I would say an 8.
I made it myself. There's no way that's 2. You're wrong. 7.5? Yeah. Okay, bro. You're so lucky that you... Okay, probably a 6. I could take it. I take 6, yeah. Show both sides.
Gotcha, bitch.
One side is 8, the other one is 4.4. How? Really? Is that bad? Thank you for following, Nexty. Appreciate it, bro. I did it before the stream. He never reads YouTube chat, wasted money. Oh, you're wrong, you're wrong. And 17. What does 17 mean? On YouTube, bro? How expensive haircuts are? You're very economical. Wait, with how... Listen, bro, they went up.
They were 10 D-Mark in English. Damals. And now they cost 17 euros for basic cut.
You think I'm gonna pay 17 euros? If I could just sit in my bathroom and do it for free? Because I have this machine. I miss my D-Mark. Yeah, D-Mark was nice, wasn't it? I got minimal stuff done and paid 24 euros a week ago. Oh my god, absolutely no way. And also, you know how when they get here or here, you know how there's hair on these sides here? Here, there's usually hair growing here, right? And then they take scalpel in English. They take a scalpel, and then they how do you say that? They do this. They shave it off, razor blade. They shave it off like that. That's what they do. And every fucking time they injure me. Every fucking time they injure me. And they rip off. I don't know these words. Molds. I think it's called molds. So bad. So terrible. So the last haircut I got was for my wedding. That's the last one. And only because my wife insisted I get one. I would have never gotten one otherwise. Why? I think you can save so much money by buying yourself a haircutting machine and taking good care of it. How unprofessional? Yeah, I think it's unprofessional if you cut your customer. Terrible. Really bad. Let me see here. This is ability damage position. I plus equals ability damage position on Y is... Ability damage position on Y would be 20. Actually, let's do 10, and then we draw the sprite here. In vector 2, 10 pixels. Actually, it's gonna be here. There you go. Very nice. What are you making? We're making, how do you call that? We are debugging, how do you call that? Oh god. 780, I think it works. Let me do this though. Draw render quad and then quickly do it like that. Render quad would be better. Dot size. Dot sprite ID. Dot position. Dot previous position. There we go. Then it won't flicker that much, and I don't have debug texts. But that would also make it less flickerless. Okay, so now these are interesting how they're so small and they're affected by lighting. So then that would be dot render options. Wait, don't I have draw data? Dot render options is unlit. There you go. I'm collecting damage to be displayed to the player. And for now, I'm collecting it for myself. There we go. Okay, so now we have this, and then we see the damage numbers here, but it's still flickering. Well, because it's not running in the same speed. Now we can see it. Okay, so there's the damage. 5,000 auto attack damage, 780 shield orbs. Let's play the game, guys. Let's play the game and see how much damage shield orbs actually does. It's already at 920 and I just started using it. Let's see. Baba in your area are pretty bad, damn. Here, all of them are good with Razor. Yeah, maybe this guy just made a mistake, but still, it bothered me so much that he injured me. And then it cost more than 20 euros. And I was like, bruh, you kidding me? I'm supposed to have you pay... I'm supposed to pay you now after you injured me. Well, the ability is not that OP. Let's see if I get a different ability. How much that would deal. Is another Tangy better than shield? Better with shield? Better than shield. We'll see. Right now we have 17,000 to 4,000. We're getting our first weapon now. Oh, also, I changed the... You saw this, right? You saw this, right? I changed the window. Looks better now. I'm gonna give him a different ability. I wanna test how much that does. Man, that's awesome. Look at this, guys. 90 damage. Oh, man. Okay. That's cool. This ability would deal more damage on high HP targets. Okay, now we get the mage. Damn, that's nice. Aiming for level 20, demo will go up to 20 levels. A demo will probably go up to 40 levels. Okay, we need to place another unit here. Looking good so far. Okay, so 1,000 to 9,000. We have 40,000 to 10,000. But I'm not actually using shield orbs a lot. If I were to go for maximum shield orbs, this would look differently. Do you always obey wife's orders? No, but sometimes she's right. And so I should do what she says. Like, for example, I didn't want to go to my grandma this Christmas. And she told me we have to go. She's right there. I'm just so... I kind of want to just relax, you know, and go nowhere for once. But she's right. We need to visit her. Yeah, no. Wives like chat's always right. You're wrong. That's not true. No, 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 no. Dangerous balding with blood. Razor blade. I do agree with the take of buying a clipper or shaver and cutting your own hair. You'll make good savings. Like having my beard professionally trimmed though. I like having my beard professionally trimmed. Oh, you have a beard. That might be different. Like for my hair, I don't really... for me, it doesn't really matter too much how I look. A little bit, yes, but for the most part, no. Uh-oh. How did it reset to 2000? Is it really that bad? Is the ability that bad? Uh-oh. I'm leaking. I'm actually losing, I think. I need more weapons. Wait a minute. Cooldown time, bleed damage, cooldown time. Level seems much more fluid after the last few days of balancing for sure. It is actually. This is the round that always beats me, by the way. That's the difficult round that I can't beat yet because these guys... Actually, I nerfed them already yesterday. Moin, arbeitet jemand mit Excel VBA? You mean to balance your game? I work with Excel to balance my game. Oh, he's bleeding. Perfect. I'm losing now. Yeah, so this round always makes me lose. Round 9. Why did you put bleach on the last one? Just to compare the damage numbers between the two. Look how this still shows. Interesting. Gets good. Let me see here. Man, that's crazy. Holy shit. Fucking 50 memberships. That's insane. And we have 100 online tutorials help you do things on your own. Okay. Feels bad to be back. Put at front. Bleed is bad. At the back. Put it to the front, Cakes. Yeah, bleed doesn't last very long though. I'm gonna test Collector of Stuff strategy now. His strategy is to spam shield orbs on all units. I nerfed shield orbs, he doesn't like it, but let's see how much damage shield orbs actually does. Comparatively to just auto attacks. We're just gonna do all shield orbs here. Let's see how far we go. It's definitely 1/4 of the damage at the moment. Well, 1/5 of the damage now. Wow, the auto attacks are crazy with these guys. Damn. I thought it would be more. Now we need to make a screenshot after... Uh-oh, I'm leaking. I'm actually leaking. Okay, that's bad. Okay, fine. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna add another one. Nice build. Reset. Okay, we're guys, it's all part of the strategy, okay? Just wait. It's all part of it. We'll get better after the next couple of rounds. We just need to set up everything. Bruh. Dude, I'm losing. I have 1 life. Okay, okay. I need some more weapons on these guys. Yeah, I lost. Ah, okay, so you can't even do this. Well, maybe his placement was bad. You need to place one here. Place one here. And then instead of... well, we should go for shield orbs. But I think I made shield orbs balanced now. Now this guy is getting shield orbs. The weapon together with shield orbs is just insane. Put one below 2. Yeah, here. Wow, I'm dropping way too much gold, holy. Winning any moment, yeah, true. I really want to... I don't want to leak. Oh, I'm gonna leak. Fuck. I could have gotten a wooden sword on this guy, and I would have not leaked. Well, okay, fine. We'll have to do it like this. But it's crazy. Shield Ops is only doing doing very little damage, actually. It's not even... Yeah, look at that. Bro!
Gotcha, bitch.
Man. 7,000 to 40,000. Not even 1/4 of the damage. I think it's balanced. HDPS, my man, thank you very much for following, bro. Okay, let's see how far we can get with this strategy. I think we're getting somewhere meaningful now, because we have them in key positions. I think those positions are good. But this is what I like about my game. The positionings, the abilities, the skill tree, the weapons, the order in which I build my characters changes the outcome of the map. I have basically unlimited options to change up my strategy. The only thing that's missing right now is additional item drops that I need to sprinkle throughout the game so that I unlock some items in a reasonable amount of time. And I thought about doing something like the following, and I already have everything set up for this. Here's what I have. Here is what I call a shop, and I could sprinkle some low-level items. It will always depend on the progression of the player, what is shown here, that cost money that we could buy if we have not unlocked that weapon yet. The problem is that at some point you're gonna have unlocked all of the items and then the shop will show nothing. So what would the shop serve then? Maybe the shop could hold some consumables, I don't know. But I feel like if I introduce the shop back into the game, allowing you to buy items and permanently unlock them with gold, now gold has more value than just being something put into meta progression, which is what you see here. Like, for example, greed, earn more gold, or what is it called? The defender's upgrades, weapon upgrades cost 20% less. Shop is always shop always is a shop. There will always be an item in there for the player to buy with gold, and nevertheless. So yeah, but let's say I'll explain it to you. Let's say I have 20 items for level 1 to 10. These are the tier 1 items. And as the player plays through the game, he's not reached level 10 yet, or he's not progressed far enough in the game yet, but he has already unlocked all of the items for level 1, tier 1. I cannot show him a tier 2 item. Or maybe I could. Maybe I could. But I cannot show any items anymore because the shop, well, they're already unlocked. There's there is no reason to buy these. Buying them would do nothing. You would just waste your money. So what do I display in the shop then? It would be consumables. So consumables, but then we need to, that is scope creep. Now I have consumables in the game. What would those consumables be? I can take a look at Bloons and I know what consumables they have. I know that there's a consumable in Bloons that allows you to continue after you have lost. Or another consumable places down a farmer that automatically picks up all of the bananas from the banana farm so that you don't have to do it yourself. You could buy these consumables for gold in the game and effectively waste your progress on ease of use. You could do that. And then obviously
in the future when the game maybe, you know, comes to mobile versions, we can turn these consumables into real money investment, you know, called microtransactions. Have you guys ever heard about a thing called microtransactions?
Amount. Battle Pass, yeah. That's amount. True. Make the shop hold all items that can be bought, then put chains and lock on the icons left. The player can see what they save up the gold for. I see what you mean. I can't buy. You mean put chains on the items because you can't buy it yet because it costs so much money? Man, that's actually a really cool chain. Like a chain on the man. Bro, you have style. Let me see. I did press Control B right now. I wanted to press Control N. Guys, how do I... Okay. Guys, can I just do B? Please. Okay. Control V. So chains is what you say. Okay, I just needed to do this really quickly. Because I can put it on things to do in the Tangy Defense Trello. I think that's a really cool idea, bro. Thank you very much for this on YouTube. Just put that here. That's a really cool idea for the shop. And make the item shadow. Well, there will be items the shop will never be able to show. You know that this item, you won't be able to buy that in the shop. You have to defeat a boss for this. But that's a cool idea. Shop items when you can't buy it yet. Very good idea, brother. YouTube memberships immediately paying off. There was a person that doesn't have a YouTube membership. He was just watching normally, brother. Good idea, bro. So, what we have here is that Shield Orbs by round 8 deals 12,000 damage compared to 52,000 auto attack damage. Very interesting. Or untracked damage, but it's just auto attack damage. And we have another skill point actually. Let's go cooldown time. I'd rather buy another Tangy. Well, another Tangy, so here, let's see. Another Tangy is 180. The upgrade is 120, and I invested the upgrade 3 times, so that is 360. 360 for the upgrade. I could have gotten 2 more Tangys. 360 per upgrade is what I bought, and 2 more Tangys is
Gotcha, bitch.
also 360. 360 divided by 2. Yeah. So we could have gotten 2 Tangys, and we have 60,000 auto attack damage right now. We divide that by 3, that's 20,000 for each Tangy. But you also have to realize that each Tangy has their weapon upgraded. So what do we really have? And then we only have 15,000 on the shield orbs. It's difficult to say because the position is also key. It's really important. Also, the upgrades mean more damage, meaning some units just cannot be damaged by low-level weapons and low damage. Armored units will not be able to... They don't take any damage from my Tangerines, because when they have low upgrades. And they get introduced soon. So this is the wave that I always lose on. Spawning another hero here makes no sense. And I've already gotten all my upgrades. So I'll probably lose this round. I'll probably lose. I would assume. Yeah, I'll lose. It's close, but I can't beat these two here. I don't have enough to damage them. Yeah, I'm losing. So these rats are too powerful. I managed to beat all but one. And also there's too many things leaking. So I think this round is just way too imbalanced. I don't think there's a way for me to beat this. Do item stats scale with the Tangy upgrades or are they flat? Well, the stats scale depending on what stat it is. So let me give you an example. If I have cooldown time minus 5%, that is minus 5% on the cooldown you see on the bottom left, 26 seconds. If I get rid of this, it is 32 seconds. So depending on what type of stat I have in the game, it affects things differently, and that could be very powerful or not that powerful. And then, for example, a weapon here does physical damage plus 15. That is a flat damage number. But other weapons in the game, let's see, let's do unlock all items. Now we have all of the items. Some items give me 10% damage. And so it depends on the items, actually. Can see and attack translucent enemies like ghosts. Cakez, can rounds only be 1 if the enemies make it through? If no enemies make it through? Rounds are 1 if there's no enemy left on the field. And you have more than 0 hearts. So you can lose some hearts, but the enemy disappears when they take away some of your hearts. And if you still have enough left after all of the enemies are gone, then you won the round. Infinite, thank you very much. Nabilis and Code Scapade and HTTPS Momoy and Alena, thank you guys for following. And next year as well, bro. Alright, guys. I saw this video and I think that's interesting. That's why I posed a question earlier. 45 people completed the free code camp certificate, but no one could make a web page when tested. And that brought me back to the original tutorials that I was watching that taught me, let's say, to use a language like C++, but also other languages. And when I was done with the tutorials, even though I followed to the tutorials, I wasn't just watching the video, I was actually doing the tutorial while listening to it. And that takes longer than the tutorial would take if you were to just watch the video. I wasn't able to do much on my own. I was always exploring, trying out different things, but I was never able to do a big program like a game or a big application. For example, this is a game. It's an entirely... I came up with this idea. That's unique. There's no tutorial on this. You can't have a tutorial for something like that. And so, since I used free code camp actually in the beginning to learn C++, I think the tutorials by themselves are good. But they are not end-all be-all. They will not help you become a self-sufficient programmer. And I think the sentiment that is missing in many of those tutorials oftentimes is do things on your own. Just do things on your own and don't worry about if it's right or wrong. That's not taught enough. And so I posed you guys a question. And you guys have been hard at work voting. Right now we have 138 votes. And do you think online tutorials help you do things on your own? Because I think that's what you want to do. That's where you want to go to. And 60% of you say yes, while 41%, which is a lot still, say no. That is out of 138 votes. And so I really want to see what this guy is talking about when it comes to online tutorials. Maybe it's because they use too many boilerplate shenanigans in certification stuff. They know, but they don't really know it. Yeah, so they have heard it, but they can't use it. Let me see.
All right, I have a scary story about Free Code Camp. And
is this
before
fine?
I tell you this story, I want you to understand that I think any resource that you learn from, no matter what, is a good thing.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a different learning style. They've got a different, approach to both teaching it as well as to learning it. Obviously, I have
Merry
a very
Christmas
quirky word style. I'm wearing a hoodie, for God's sake. And so I have to be careful because what I'm going to say is going to sound extremely critical of Free Code Camp, and it is critical.
See, that's what I thought so too. I'm not critical of Free Code Camp at all, and I should probably make sure that I say that properly. I used Free Code Camp to learn C++, the basics, and that's good. If your goal, for example, in my case it would be C++, is to learn a language and the language takes some time to be described by someone, let's say that's a 4-hour tutorial on YouTube, you can't expect to go and make an entire program easily from that tutorial alone. And so these tutorials do a good job explaining the basics, and so that needs to be said. And in my opinion, this is more of I have a problem with tutorials online where it's always the same sentiments and never is it taught enough that you should just be free. Meaning you should just explore on your own and make mistakes that people made before. And the biggest sentiment that I hate the most, and I hear this all the time, don't reinvent the wheel. I think that's the worst thing you could say to someone that is trying to learn something. Every time I hear this, I get, you should reinvent the wheel so that you know what's wrong, because then you learn the best.
Of it. But I want to back it up. So this video is going to be linked both from the web part as well as from kind of the where should I learn, who should I learn from part. But I was reminded of the story today when we were doing web development, and I mentioned casually that after learning the basic structure of a website, that I used to give people a sort of a challenge, and I would say, okay, next week when you come back,
make a web page.
Let's time you. Let's see how long it takes you to make a web page from scratch.
Yeah.
And I used to always have jokers, come in and do HTML5 and then use the template from VS Code, and it would autocomplete, and they'd say, "I'm done, Mr. Rob." And I was like, "No, you can't use that. You got to actually do it from scratch." And that meant that they had to remember how to do the elements in order, how to, what they were, what the head and.
How many of you can type an HTML header from scratch? How many of you knows what is inside of an HTML header? Like the first 2 or 3 lines. I can tell you that I don't, and I'm a web developer. I do, smiley face. No, the first thing you see, well, I should have said this better. An HTML page, what is the first thing you have in an HTML page? The meta character set, stuff like that, yeah. You can open up any browser page and then inspect that. Clock? Okay, bro. I used to make templates with all the headers, so I won't have to rewrite them every time. Yeah, so many don't know this, actually.
The body were different, and maybe, put a paragraph tag in there. And it's kind of a fun way informally to test them and have them see how much they learn. And it is actually one of those things where kind of memorizing it makes sense, right? Because you don't always have access to AI or to to a template system that's going to fill it out for you. It is true that memorizing things like how do I start doing anything, any kind of boilerplate is completely
Takes a long time.
being replaced.
It's not, you don't really need it, but it's good to know. Yes.
By AI helping us create the boilerplate for everything, and that's awesome. But the point of that particular exercise was just to help them get to know it. But that's not even really the main point of this video. The main point of this video is how little these people learn from Free Code Camp. So I am very sad to say that I'm going to share with you the statistics. Is going to look very bad on me, and there's going to be one person in the comments that's going to say, well, that's just because you're a sucky teacher or a bad mentor. Fine. If you want to say that, great. I'm still going to tell you the story.
It's actually really difficult to make good tutorials online. I've now tried for the third time, I think, to make a tutorial about coding in C++. I started with coding an entire engine, a Pong clone in Vulkan, and that tutorial series lives to this day, and I get positive feedback from it. It's great, but I realized from making that tutorial that it's actually a lot of work, number one, and number two, you have to show people code long enough and explain it well enough so that they can actually follow the tutorial. And most people quit in the first 10% of the tutorial. If you have a playlist of 20 videos, the first 2 videos get all the views and people are interested, and then it takes so long. And then making the Celeste clone tutorial, it's very difficult to not sidetrack too much and stay on topic. But then when you're staying on topic, you're omitting a lot of information. And so now you have a tutorial that only tells you half the truth or only explains half the things. Hey, what's up, Cakez? Hello there, my man. Good morning, bro.
So I took 35 or 40 people that I was mentoring, and one year I said, look, I am tired of reinventing the wheel on everything. I want to get behind the efforts of others that are promoting education out there. And so I sent all 45 people from my...
I watched all the Vulkan videos. I'm no quitter. But after I finished it, I went to OpenGL. So my tutorial about Vulkan brought you to OpenGL. That's great. Good to know that. Thank you.
That particular mentored semester through Free Code Camp's web development project.
Okay.
And
sorry, so he told his students to go to Free Code Camp? Sorry, let's rewind a little bit.
And so I sent all 45 people from that particular mentored semester through Free Code Camp's web development project.
I see.
And every week we would go through it, and I would help them do their things. And I had a couple people figure out how to hack the things so they could get credit, even though they didn't do it, which was totally cool.
This brings me back to school, man. You're trying to cheat everywhere so you get the maximum amount of points. True.
But I was like, you're not learning it just because you learned how to hack it. And
well, he did learn something.
Really funny. That's what happens when you teach everybody to think like a hacker. I mean, they're like, how can I pass this without having... Anyway.
Smart.
So they ended up doing... they did go through the thing, but the problem... And honest to God, I don't know my best guess about the problem with the web development certificate. And they all got the certificate. All 45 or so of them got the certificate. So they were all officially web developers according to Free Code Camp.
Wait. So you are a web developer if you make a course online. Is that how that works? And so who defines that certificate? Don't you have to make a web... So if I was to... The video is about how no one could make a web page. Shouldn't you be able to make a web page as a web developer? And if you have a course online that teaches you to become a web developer, shouldn't the final exam be that you're making a web page? Maybe they all cheated the final exam. And they just copied a web page, and then someone saw that and was like, yep, looks good.
And so...
No, you just have to change the color of a button. I don't believe you have to just change the color of a button, bro.
I decided to test them. I gave them the challenge that I just mentioned to you. I gave them the challenge. I said, And they came in one day after they had their certificates and they printed it out and they were showing it to their parents and their parents thought they were awesome. Parents love flashy
Certificates,
pieces of paper and T-shirts
Yeah,
and
yeah,
crap
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
They don't, when the parent says, what is my kid going to get? Let's say they're going to get knowledge and learning and potentially a job. They're like, oh, but did they get a certificate or did they get something? Did they get a trophy? Did they get
These are boomer parents. They don't know the times. Now, when your kid has something on the internet, like let's say the kid is really interested in making games and they have like 5 games on the internet, that is the best certificate that anyone could give that kid. So it's like, it's their own certificate. They made their own.
something
That's
I can
amazing.
show the other parents how awesome my kid is. It was a challenge. It was a challenge, and Free Code Camp definitely did that. Free Code Camp gave them these big fancy certificates saying they were web developers, and you know, and it was like signed, and they printed it out, and they hung it in their room, and then I tested them on it. Do you know where this story is going, right?
Yeah. We read the title.
No, that's not true. Two
people.
2 of them, out of all of the 45 or so of these kids, could finish making a web page at all. on their own.
Damn. In JavaScript?
Only 2 of them.
Or
They
what?
went through the entire thing. They had a certificate, and I sat them down and I said, "Fine, make me a web page." And they couldn't do it. They had no idea. And that's
And then they all failed his class. and he's like, okay, you're gonna have to repeat it. I'm not giving you anything.
Say, okay,
That would be funny.
let's do-
He did nothing, sent them somewhere else, and he's like, no, you didn't manage to do it properly. Okay.
do this.
Repeat
Let's
now,
at
bro.
least get you a server, because Code Camp doesn't teach you how to set up a live server so you can preview your site at all. It makes you completely dependent on their service.
Well, how many web pages use you can use IIS from Windows. For those of you have you guys ever seen this? Wait, I have this, man. Internet information. Dude, I have Internet Information Services installed on this machine, bro. You stupid? Well, I guess I'm gonna show you an image then. Internet Information Services, IIS Manager. This is what it looks like. Well, I guess this. So Windows has this. Allows you to set up web pages and then you can show them in local hosts. So you could easily make a web page on Windows and debug that using HTML, using JavaScript. You don't have to use a server. But yeah, that's beside the point.
In order to even view anything, it doesn't talk about how to make
Windows
a web
98,
server.
yeah.
It doesn't talk about where you could host on GitHub for free. It doesn't talk about how to preview your stuff in real time live. None of that was covered. Did it cover the meta tag? Yeah, it did.
The meta tag. Good.
But not a single one of these people could create a website. None of them. And I kept saying, okay, I'm going to get you a little bit of help here. Okay, so here you got a server now. All right, ready, go. And I said, look, okay, you got your server. Now all I want you to do is just make a basic web document with like a header of the title and 1 paragraph. And none of them could do it except for 2. And the 2 that were able to do it were those who I had already taken through this challenge, and I had taught them these things myself one at a time and a thing. And this isn't about me. This is about the dependability of...
It has a poor feature set, yeah, I know, but then you don't need anything external. You can just set it up. You don't have to install anything external from Windows. But I get that people don't like using IIS a lot. But you can still make a basic web page and it acts as a server on Windows.
For education websites. The
Stormrun
takeaway
Gaming,
from
good
this
morning.
is that, in my experience, for education tools suck. They totally suck. And they don't teach you actual skills. They teach you the theory, or they get you to do a thing, but they didn't even know.
So basically they disconnect what you have to do. So for example, changing a button in an existing page doesn't do anything if you don't know how that existing page came to be. It makes sense to me.
Oh, what index.html? I'm not even kidding, my friends. I am not making this up.
Okay.
None of these people knew what to name the file. They didn't even know.
There's a comment here. Free code camp is all hand holding and you aren't taught how to independently think and apply creative problem solving. See, that's what I mean. And that's a comment in the video. It's like on the bottom here. That's, I think, is not taught enough online. You have a tutorial, they tell you to follow the basics, they tell you to follow the, how do you call that? How do you call this? What is it called? Best practices. They tell you, follow these best practices, don't do this, do that. And you're taught to not think at all, because they have already done the thinking for you. They already know, and now you should know the best things to do. And that's, for me, when I started, I hated that. I hated that so much. I went to, what is it called? I went to, fuck man! Brain! I went to Stack Overflow to ask a question. And I got told the most basic answers. And none of these people actually engaged with my question. It was so annoying. It was frustrating.
What the file was or where it would
Hello
go
there, on
or
YouTube.
why is
Sign.
it ended
Good morning,
with
bro.
.html. They may have known one or two or three or the tags. This was in 2019. That was in 2019. Now, is it true that Free Code Camp has probably improved their materials a lot since then? Yes, it is.
Yeah, could be.
Another one was Code Academy. Code Academy, same exact problem. I sent people through there.
Code Academy is being advertised a lot on streams and YouTube videos.
Do it either.
I was actually thinking of doing a Code Academy thing to test it.
And that was when I realized, and this really is the takeaway. The takeaway is that for education, simulations constantly suffer from missing all of the material, right? And my personal theory on the Free Code Camp approach was, number one, it wasn't based on any pedagogy that has ever worked in an IT sector, period. It was just based on, okay, we're going to do this thing, and then it would immediately send them another video and another thing, and they would do what was necessary to pass that level. And it didn't add on to the previous knowledge. It just kept giving them new knowledge without reinforcing their old knowledge. You know what would have...
Shouldn't the best tutorial be about web development? If I were to learn web development again, I think the best tutorial would be to start with a blank HTML page and then just writing that HTML page and slowly building it up to a website where maybe you have chat functions, different images shown, different tabs, different pages, all of that. We're starting from a simple HTML file, and when you end that tutorial, you still have you have the same project. Essentially, it's exactly the same project, but now you have a web page, you have run it on a server, and you can view it. You can interact with it. I think that would be the best tutorial. If I were to make a tutorial for web development, making a page, that's what I would do. Web development is more than an HTML page, though. Yeah, you're right in Aeon Codes, that's true. However, it all starts with an HTML page. Every single web page you interact with is an HTML page. And if you want to write a script in that page, that is a script tag. You can also load in JavaScript files, but these are essentially just script tags. So it all starts there.
Reinforce their old...
How did you learn it then, if not from scratch? How I learned web development was to interface with already existing pages. I didn't learn it that way. I learned React first, stuff like that. And then I learned to just fix existing web pages. I have never actually written an entire web page from scratch. I did, that's wrong. I did do that. But that was part of me having to program something for my company back then when I was still working for it. And I managed to do it, and it was really nice building something from scratch, and I got really far. But like teaching, I learned just by interfacing with existing pages and then fixing stuff there. And then just taking a look at how that's done. And then also how I learned was sometimes I had to set up servers, and setting up a new server meant, okay, I would have to set up a web page too. And so then out of necessity of having to do that, I learned these skills. And now 2 years later, I've already forgotten most of them. Did you set up Webpack? No, I don't. It's so long ago. Maybe I did.
The whole time? By making an actual thing. By making an actual page.
It's strange because the video tutorials for free Codecamp are exactly what you're saying. So that's a great comment, Mr. Davi, because here is, I read a comment that is exactly saying this. The curriculum they have on YouTube is better than on the main site, IMO. So it looks like the main site that was used for this experiment is worse off than the YouTube videos that you can watch for free. Which is, I always advocate for free YouTube tutorials. And the reason for that is because YouTube offers you something that barely any other platform can offer you, which is a like and dislike ratio. Let's see, YouTube, C++ tutorial. So for example, this is the free Codecamp tutorial on C++ on YouTube, and you can not only see how many views it has gotten over the 6 years, that's a huge indicator for how do you say that? How it's not successful, but how do you say that, man? Why do I forget all of these names today? Fuck English, bro. Let me think. How well known a tutorial is and how the feedback was. Together with the likes to dislike ratios on this video, you can determine how successful this tutorial is in teaching you C++. And usually, this is all you need. Because when people receive stuff for free, they are more likely to also give it a rating. I have the issues with Linux networking still, since I only have done the stuff in FreeBSD, and that was years ago. I don't need the stuff so often that I would remember it, and I lost my old configs with few data losses I had. Losses I had that I could not avoid due to my poverty and no money for backup storage. Oh, that you couldn't even back up an HTML file or something like that? Really? This is a good way to learn C++. Trust me, not video firm. Studyplan.dev. Free online. What is this? Free unlimited access. Intro to C++ programming. Starting from the fundamentals. Become C++ software engineer step by step. Okay. Thank you for showing my emails, you fucking asshole! Sorry. Free unlimited access. I don't think it's free, bro. I'm pretty sure I have to log in. But let's see. Starting from the fundamentals. I can't click on this. Get started. I'm pretty sure it's gonna tell me to log in, right? Selecting the editor? Oh, wow. Damn. That's crazy. Okay, so where's the catch? Bro, where is the catch? It's free AI. Where's the catch? No one does this for free, bro. Listen, okay, I have watched this. It's testing the AI slob. You have to read. Written by AI, maybe? Honey. Penguin. I have seen this. Biggest scam in YouTube history. This application, browser extension, was free too. And then it stole all your money, turned all of the links into referral links, and made millions and billions of dollars. I don't trust this stuff, you know. It looks too good to be true, bro. It looks too good. It's a PayPal extension? It is. Yeah, I know. They get all of the referral links from you. They steal from you. Doesn't require login, bro. Halfway into it. That's too good to be true, bro. Another way of achieving line breaks, which we'll see in other learning resources, for example, involves streaming end line or std end line to the output. The following code shows an example of both. Hello world. Chaining operations. Hello world. Outputting numbers. Interesting. Summary, preview. So they show you how to set up them. I would have to take a look into this. There's always roadmap.sh cakes. It's AI slop testing. The creator said on Reddit. The creator said on Reddit, if you want to go down that rabbit hole. I see. So this is all done with AI, which means it can contain misinformation. Is that true? How far does a tutorial go? Interesting. This is an AI page. Wow. Okay. He said 80% is created by AI. He's just proofreading. Yeah. Crazy. That's interesting. Maybe it's actually the best tutorial out there then.
All the time, potentially from scratch. Maybe having them make 3 or 4 different pages.
Yep.
Make this page that does this. Now make another page that does this plus this other thing. Now make another page that does that plus something else. And then you aggregate their knowledge by layering on so that they get constant repetition or redundancy in the stuff they've already covered, so that by the time that they're producing this really amazing web page, the thing that they remember the least is the thing they most recently did. But at that point, but that is not how the free code camp stuff was set up. It was set up to go do this and then do this and then do this. And all of the online for education things like the gamified education, and there's a bunch of, I'm not even going to say
gamified education.
There's a bunch of gamified education right now.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, where you play through the education and it's teaching you at the same time.
Regarding these kinds of things, and the thing that I worry about the most is that someone's going to finish enough to do.
Prices your data. Temporal mail is our resource rescue, but you don't have to log into the web page to see it. Boot.dev.
Do the thing. Another good example was Vim Adventures. Vim Adventures teaches you how to win the game. Vim Adventures. It doesn't teach you Vim. And the kids that had gone through Vim Adventures did not know how to edit a file using Vim in the terminal. They had no idea, because they never associated the act of editing a file with the keystrokes that were happening from Vim Adventures. And the hypothesis behind a thing like Vim Adventures is, oh, these kids are going to master all these really great, command line things. The problem is that's not how your brain works. Your brain works by associating the task at hand with what you're seeing. That means you look.
I wonder if Vim Adventures came from Mr. Prime. Probably not, but would be funny.
Looking at a terminal and you have a text file that needs to be edited. What are the commands? And then your fingers become associated with the movements and stuff to do that. And that is exactly the same.
I use like 5 keystrokes of Vim and that's it to write my game. I hate Vim Tutor, teaches you nothing. I didn't go through Vim Tutor, which is why I only use JK, Shift 4, 5 to go to the beginning at the end, and then Control and Delete to delete whole words. And then sometimes I use yank and delete and paste and selecting entire paragraphs and shifting them to the left and to the right. That's all I do.
Thing for web development. If they had learned how to make a very simple web page, and if I had walked them through using VS Code or whatever to make an actual web page the same way an actual professional developer would do it, then they would be building on actual skills using real tools. And I cannot overstate how valuable that is, because even if you learn the skill completely and you're doing it in the cloud on some educational website and you're not actually logging into a system where every single thing is the same, then the pneumatic pathways in your brain, the neural pathways and the pneumatic mnemonic methods and stuff like that, they're not going to work, because your brain is used to associating all of this stuff, the entire experience.
I hated that too. I had to recently watch a 2-day training fundamentals where someone taught us to use an application. And after that, I still couldn't install the damn application because their setup was done specifically for the tutorial, which was not the same as you would have in real world. And so I still needed support from these guys to install the application.
It's not just about
And it was boring.
knowing how to do X and Y command. It's about having all the pieces be in sync so that when you are put in a similar situation for real, it's the same because you've never done anything but.
Cakez, you need training. Also, Cakez, learn C++ game dev in an hour. The video about game dev in an hour is teaching you to do things on your own. I'm just showing them how a game could be done. The entire setup from start to finish coincides, or try to pack that into an hour and a half of video format. And then you can keep rewatching the tutorial to see the setup, to see the finish line, everything. And the reason for that is because then people can see the entire process from start to finish and keep, hopefully make their own stuff.
The real thing. And
I how do you say that? Not promote. That's not the word I'm looking for. Emphasize, yeah. And I emphasize all the time that you need to explore and do things on your own.
I see this all the time, and so my concern very, very simply is that, you know, places like Free Code Camp and other gamified education things, there are a couple of areas where I've seen it more productive than others. For example, Code Combat, that because they were doing coding and they had to, you know, the actual syntax of the code that they were writing, you know, they got better at writing that syntax, but they weren't solving real world problems. They were solving, you know, a problem to help them beat the monster. So maybe they learned how to do recursion in a loop or something, but it wasn't as effective in my opinion.
Competitive programming.
They been, you know, solving their own problems. I want to make a story game. I want to make a something that accomplishes a particular goal of mine. Yeah. And that it's just much more visceral. It's much more real. It just.
By the way, that is why tutorial hell exists. These tutorials teach you to rely on tutorials for information and guidance. And then you want to do something on your own. You have no idea how to do that. And so your first instinct is to go to Google the solution. And it should be taught the other way around. You should be taught to do stuff on your own and come up with your own solutions. And your own solutions should take precedence over a predefined solution in a tutorial. But it's difficult to do that because the tutorial has to teach you something from start to finish. And so if you're not following that and doing your own, then you have something else than the tutorial. And now it's more difficult to help you when you have a problem.
Tends to stick better. So that's the end of the video, really. It's not to throw Free Code Camp under the bus. I understand that they have changed a lot, but the takeaway was I sent 45 people through Free Code Camp, and only 2 of them could build a website afterwards, a web page, and those 2 had already learned how to do it before that. That's the truth.
Sage.
Hey guys, BJ here from Giants.
I think that's sad. But this is why I always advocate for just do your tutorials on YouTube. Try not to pay for tutorials if you don't have to. The stuff that you should pay for is not a tutorial, but personal guidance. So for example, you want to make something yourself, or you learn how to program in C++ or any other language, and you want to make a game. Now you start making a game and you're getting to a point where you can't move forward because you're inexperienced, but you want to do something, and maybe you have an error, maybe you have something that doesn't work or behaves differently than what you think, and you need personal guidance. You have let's say for example, out of the blue, let's say you want to do lighting in 2D. And you have absolutely no idea how to do that. You watched online resources, doesn't really work the way you want it to work. Now, personal guidance is something that you should pay for, and that's what online teaching should be, in my opinion. And all the other stuff, I would just get for free on YouTube. That's advanced level, dude. Yeah, but listen, people get to that point when they do something. That is an advanced question, of course, and personal guidance can oftentimes help with this stuff. I watched Cakez 1 hour C++ game dev video. Now I'm 100x dev. True, you are 100%. I agree. Guys, I'm a little worried. My wife still hasn't called. She's not... Where is she? Is my wife okay? Should I call her? I wonder what happened. I thought she would say, where are you? Come here. But nothing. Maybe she doesn't want me there anymore. She run away with Santa? Anyways, guys, this is the video here. Let me see, where's this? Oh, here, that's the video. For that. If you wanna... Bro, did you know... Bro, do you know Tokyo Spliff Cakez? Yeah, I do. I know Tokyo Spliff. I saw some of his videos. He's making a 3D shooter. Savage Banana Soup, good morning. What are you doing, you? And by the way, thank you guys for following. I'm gonna unpause notifications.
Gotcha, bitch.
Need to go to the bathroom and then we'll see what we do
Gotcha,
next. But I
bitch.
think we have gotten good stuff done today. I'm happy.
Gotcha, bitch.
Are you guys happy?
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch.
Directory to that. No, direction to this. And that worked. Oh my god, oh my god, what a day, man. What a fucking day. Oh my god. I just can't anymore. Oh my god, and the me and engines, man. The fucking UI rotates even here. What? Because more than one means...
Gotcha, bitch.
I don't get the error. I did get the error. I did get the error yesterday, yes. Why does it take 10 days to search for intro time? Why is the program crashing if I search for intro time? Oh my god!
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
What's your feedback on the rest when you check out the passive skill tree next week?
I don't have any clips from 2003, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Cakes, give me my points back. Why? Guys, I want to do one more thing. I just had a really cool idea. I have one really cool idea. I was there back then. I want to build an inventory for the shop out of items in the game that can drop. And then I want to have a function in the game called reroll shop, and it should display me the items that you can buy per buy icon. Cakes, what is your MySpace? I want to add you. I don't have MySpace, brother. What are you guys talking about? Oh my god, MySpace? Yeah, a very long time ago. Let's see, reroll shop. I have something here. Even. So, shop items. These are just item IDs. It's an array of items. Cakes. Yes. Will you have rebirth feature for New Game Plus? Lose all things and gain a permanent buff? Oof. Probably not. Christmas. Hello there, foul stuff. Good morning, man. MySpace, back when Cakes, when he was in his 80s. Okay, let's see here. Tier 1 items. What do you guys think? Weight has 100. Bum 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 bum. Weighted item. How would we do that? Do we just roll on each item? How do we do this? I would like to reuse this tier 1 items list. How do I do that? I could go through the list of tier 1 items. And then each item has a certain weight, and I pick some of these items by chance. How do I do this? Obviously, I would like to make some items rarer than others. How would that work? They have a weight. That is how common they are. If I have an item that has twice the weight, it is twice as common. And so I would need to roll, I guess I would need to roll multiple times. And then figure out which item I got, but remove duplicates every time. Which I guess I can. I get it now, I think. Or do I? Merry Christmas, my dude. Hey, Paco Power. Merry Christmas, bro. I have an idea. Reroll shop would be easy. First and foremost, we do a const. Item ID or weighted item. Items.
Gotcha, bitch.
Possible. Let's call it inventory. That is an array of, for example, tier 1 items. Yes. And I'm pretty sure if I have tier 2 items, let's test this. Tier 2 items, it would just look exactly the same as tier 1 items. But I can just do this. Please tell me that works. Shit, it doesn't. That would be so awesome. I think I know how to do it though. I think I know what to do. We have to do this. Does that work? And then over here, what we need to do is... Does that work? It does. Yes, I was hoping this would be the case. You see this? So now, all we need to do is just put a brace around this. Macros, by the way, guys.
After about 4 years of programming C++, I have now found out the crazy thing about macros.
I have unlocked macros as a tech. And over here, all we need to do is just this. Now I have the inventory be tier 1 and tier 2 items. Plus 10 to skill. Look at that. And it still works. I think I could just build it. Now, the reason why I want to build the inventory like this is number one, it's compile time only. So this list, I might have to put it as static outside. But this list does not change. And whenever I make a change to the tier 2 items, it propagates everywhere. And now I can, for example, if I wanted to give one unit, for example, let's say the crawler, I want to give it tier 1 items and tier 2 items, I could do that. Now the question is, what if I do this? Will probably destroy stuff, yeah. So I have to make sure that the last one doesn't have a comma. Const expression? See, Mr. TCAP, I read something online that made me question const expression. It said const expression is not what you think it is. Or does not do what you think it does. So ever since I saw that, I was like, okay, might as well just use const. Because const expression doesn't exist in C. Why would I use it in C++ over... Yeah. If I were to program C, I couldn't use const expression and it still works in C. So what's the problem? What's the deal? Unless someone tells me, don't program C. No, I don't program C, but it's just one more keyword that is the same meaning as const. So why would I use it if const does the job? It's not the same. Yeah, but then tell me what it does. It's not the same as const. Not the same as const. I'm relatively new in programming since 2021, and it amazes me how much people waste time on tutorials and books. I just opened Pygame docs and started rolling. You, sir, have gotten further than 99% of people, or let's say 90% of people. Good job, sir. Very good. And hello there, Idita on YouTube. Good morning. I'm also relatively new to programming. Well, time-wise, yes. 4 years, 5 years, of course. All right, so we have the shop inventory. Let's add a tier 2 item that actually makes sense, not crispy meat. Instead of crispy meat, I would like to add the shelmet, for example. Let's put the shelmet in here and then give it a weight. All right, so now that we have the list of the entire inventory of the shop, we need to go through the inventory and pick items at random depending on their weight. Number one, we need to build a list of items that can still be unlocked. So we need to have another weighted item list, which is the filtered list, I guess. Filtered list of items, or the filtered inventory, which holds all of the items. That's a lot of data. If we have like 500 items in the game. And then what we need to do here is go through the inventory. And we need to check if item.item ID game state save state dot unlocked items on this. Then we continue. Basically, if item unlocked, ignore. Don't unlock twice. Otherwise, we need to add that to the filtered inventory. We're gonna do an array. It's easier. There we go. So now that we have the filtered inventory, we need to make sure that we only pick some of them. And I don't always wanna... Let's see, max reroll items. How many is that? 12? It's kind of a lot. Let's do 6. Number 1. Const is more of a read-only flag with the possibility of being constant. Const expression will either be constant or you will get a compilation error. You could modify the memory where the const lives. I don't think you can do that with const expression. Really? I can modify the memory where the const lives. Really? That's crazy. Okay. Shop items. Max shop items 20. Max reroll items. There we go. Okay, now we need to somehow roll in a loop. For max reroll items. While item present, blah blah blah. Let's get a... We need to generate a random number and only add that item if it's not already present. And for that we need to remove that item then. I get it. So, oof, that's annoying. And we need to remove the weight. Okay, so first and foremost, we need to do an int. Max weight is 0. And then for const weighted item, reference item in the filtered inventory.
Gotcha, bitch.
Item.weight max weight plus equals item.weight. We need to get the weight of that. Then, now that we have the weight, we need to go and generate a random number. Let's mark this here, mark A. Oof. Drop item. Item drops. I get a random int. Just a random... Oh no, and then I need to figure out in-game chest open. Let me see here. Content, animation time 0, item choices. There we go. We get a random int. So that's what we need to do. Let's mark this as B. Yoink. Jump back to A. We need that. Get the random int. And then we need to go through the item, the accumulated weight, and then select that item. So essentially this. And then instead of doing the index, when we have that, we need to add that to the shop, to the game state, sorry. Game state, save state, dot shop items, dot add. Let me see, we have the weighted item, this is in filtered inventory. We need to add the item dot ID, item ID. That's what we need to add, and we break out. Don't need to do this. And then we repeat. We also need to do max weight minus equals item dot weight. We found an item, and then we do that in this loop. So we repeat this until we have all of the items done. Since we have added this item as well, we need to remove it from the filtered inventory. So we need to do filtered inventory dot remove index and swap. It's fine. Swap is okay, yeah. And then that would be the item index, and that means instead of doing this, const weighted item is filtered inventory on item index, and then the for loop here would be for int item index is 0, item index slash then filtered inventory dot count item index plus plus. So we now have very fast weight. Wait, max weight, shouldn't that be? Why can I not do? Oh, I see, because I don't have a semicolon here. All right. Okay, I think that's it. And then pick items. Stop it. Pick items. So basically the shop is dropping 8 items every time you complete a level. So the moment you complete a level, but that's bad. Well, it has items in the beginning, so it's fine. And then once you buy items out, yeah, so reroll shop is something that only happens when you complete a level. Okay. And then shop items add. Okay, we don't do this. I forgot to clear though. I need to clear this as well. Before we add new items to the shop. Reroll and pick items. Reset and pick new items. There we go. So, now that reroll shop is officially done, we need to do a char pointer null pointer. Let's see, stub, it's null pointer. And then, let's see, mark A, we get something here. Game state, save state, dot shop items. And I think we have that here too. It's another one, reroll shop. There you go. And then console functions. Let's see. Console functions. There we go. Reroll shop is already part of it. Which means all we need to do is... Oh god. Oh god. Where's the console? Console stuff. Console. There you go. We can add it to this here. Reroll shop. Now we have a function in the game called reroll shop, and we can use it. The cool thing is, let's see, view shop. View shop. Draw the shop interface. Let's see what it draws us. Heading, content, buying items. Okay. Max items divided by 6. Okay, as long as those long as files are normal in gamedev. Yeah, I would say. I mean, you're writing one
Because
game.
I have bad news. I just got your wishes
And
for
so the
Christmas.
bigger your game, the
Sadly,
longer the file.
Releasing Tangy Defense is an impossible task, even for me. Good luck.
Ho, ho, ho.
The chest could have separate ID for the items in it. I think you could add a rolling by already choosing the item, and then rolling the animation would be... Yeah, rolling would be cool. You mean like all items, unlocked items would be set that holds all the items that are unlocked. I have that. It's a Boolean array. So many indentations, that's a code smell. Don't you understand how these lines work? You think that the more lines, aka indentations you have, the worse your code is, and then at some point your code smells? That's wrong. Every single line that you see right here, every single indentation is a level of programming experience. And it's called X programmers. 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, 6x, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12x programmer. Right here, in front of you. That's what it is. Can't we structure it? Game shop, game content? Sure, we can, but I don't want to do it. Save state shop items.count. Wait, get item data. Wait, really? Wait. The function behaves correctly. You know why? The function is actually correct. I unlocked all the items beforehand. That's why the function is correct. Okay. Now all the items are gone. Let's go back to town. Holy shit! I'm so good! Oh, Merry Christmas! I need to clean up here, it's fucking dirty. Holy shit, bro. Damn! We can now reroll items in the shop, my brothers. It's my favorite streamer.
You are my favorite viewer. Good morning, bro.
Hello, Cakez. Do you have any tips on making console like this? Of course, Mr. Tcap. Let me link you. C++ console tutorial videos. YouTube. You know what your problem is, bro?
Your fucking console doesn't have C++ in the title.
Or in the tags. I can't find your fucking console. There we go. There is a person on the internet called Javier, who's made a tutorial on how to make such a console in the game. If you wanna, you know, if you guys wanna take a geezer, it's a good tutorial. Xavier? Oh, it's called Xavier? That seems helpful. Yeah, very helpful. This probably should have tags such as C++ or C in it. Which, does it have? Extract tags YouTube? If it doesn't have C++ in it, I'm gonna be mad. There it is, okay. Okay, it does have that. Cool. Reroll shop. It always puts the shellmet in. I wonder why. The shellmet is always there. I wonder why that is. Oh, the shellmet is not in here now. Okay. Well, now maybe I just got lucky. It's a feature. Flashback. Yeah, that's crazy. Wonder why. Also, what the fuck's going on? I think it's fine. You shall not pass. Cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, now I have to obviously design the shop a little bit better. It's so empty. I want to design it like this. That looks much better here. Frohe Weihnachten, ihr geilen Spritzer. Ismov, my man. Happy New Year's. Sorry, not Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas. Ah, ja. Guys, I think it's time. My wife's not calling. Oh, she did call just now. All right. It is time, my brothers. I'm gonna have to leave you. I will most likely not be online tomorrow. I will take tomorrow off. I'll find a solution to the shop to make this interface look much cooler. I'll think about it. You know, I'm gonna add a gradient, roots in the background. But the right here is so empty. I don't know what I should put here. Maybe like a big image of a shopkeeper, but I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Do you have any thoughts? Do you have a thought of the item viewer in the shop? When you click on an item, the side tab pops up, the item is animated and spins 300 degrees or levitates. And there's a cost of it written and its features. I'll probably do something like this. I'll probably redesign this here and then see the items on the right here. Something like that. And then to the left we see the item, the name of the item, maybe a small description. Reroll cost could also be there. Yeah, there could be reroll that costs money. Stuff like that. Exactly. Anyways, guys, I hope you had fun today. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I really appreciate that a lot. Shop offers at the right side. Yeah, so shop offers at the right side. Maybe separated into different parts, like consumables and stuff. I'll go offline here, guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the incredible support today as well. Thank you, guys, for following, for watching, and the insane support. Peter, bite you well. Anyone, really. Thank you, guys. I'll probably see you in 2 days. Okay? Probably not tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Merry Christmas.